Hello dear students, my name is Gautam and I teach you maths. Today we are going to start a chapter of class 6, that is algebraic expressions, which is chapter number 8. Before we start this video, I would like to tell you we are going to cover this chapter in two parts. Okay? In this chapter we shall study about algebraic expressions, some new terms like constants and variables, types of algebraic expressions, what are factors and what are coefficients, etc., and operations on algebraic expressions. So let's start the chapter. This chapter comes under a different branch of mathematics known as algebra. Like we have other branches of mathematics, for example geometry, in which study about different types of angles, statistics, in which we study about graphs. Similarly, we have one more branch in maths which is called algebra. Okay, in this branch of mathematics the numbers are represented using the letters, okay, or symbols. So let us consider an example. You all know the perimeter formula for finding perimeter of a square. Formula for finding perimeter of a square is 4 multiplied by sides. Okay. If I represent perimeter with the letter P, 4 will be written as 4 and side with the letter S. Okay. Now this becomes an expression to find the perimeter of a square. Okay. Now before we come to the definition of algebraic expressions, before that we should know some terms like variables and constants. Variables and constants. Variables, as the name indicates, which varies. Variable is made from the word varies, which means changes. Okay, so variables are the symbols whose value varies or changes or does not remain fixed. Okay, it keeps on changing. For example, all the letters of English alphabet, A, B, C, X, Y, Z, they are all variables. Their value keeps on changing. We don't know what will be the value of A. Okay, it depends on the expression. So the value of these symbols or letters will keep on changing. Okay, so they are called variables. For example, in other terms you can understand it like this. If I say your height, but presently let's say your height is, let's say 150 centimeter. Okay, after 1 or 2 years will your height remain same 150 centimeter or it will increase? It will. After 1 year your height will change or increase. So let's say after 1 year your height becomes 160 centimeter. So now your height is 150 and after 1 year it will be 160. So it will change. So we can call height as a variable. Your weight. Right now suppose your weight is 35 kg. But after some time either it may increase or decrease. So it will change. So height and weight are examples of variables. Similarly, we have constants. Constant means which remains fixed, which does not change. Remains fixed or does not change. Okay. For example, all the numbers are called constants. 1, 2, 3, so on. 7, 8, and so on. The value of the numbers remains same always. Okay, it will not change. So the symbols or numbers whose value remains same throughout are called constants. Understand it with an example. Suppose if if I say you have in India, you are in India and you have 2 apples. Okay, so when the same quantity of apples will also be applicable when you are in US or America. If I say you have 2 apples in India, so that also means that you have 2 apples in US or America. Okay, so the number of apples will remain same there, 2. So it will not change. So it comes under constant. Okay. After this, let's come to algebraic expressions. Algebraic expressions. See, algebra is a branch where we study about letters along with numbers. Okay. So, and expressions, when its expression is basically a combination of letters and variables and constants, and they are joined together using any of the mathematical operators like plus, minus, multiplication or division. So expressions are nothing but the combination of variables and constants, and they are joined together by any of these 4 expressions. Let us understand with an example. If I say x plus 3, here as you can see, x is the variable. X is the variable. All the letters are variables. This is a plus sign is a mathematical operator. Mathematical operator. And this number 3 is constant. So an expression consists of a variable, constants, and they are joined together by any of the mathematical operators. Okay. Another example, if I write 2x plus 5. Okay. Here again 2 is constant. 2x means 2 is multiplied with x, plus sign mathematical operator, 5 is constant. So again this is an expression. So expression consists of constants and variables, and they are joined together with a mathematical operator. Generally they are joined together with plus or minus sign. Okay. Another example, 5x minus 7. This is also an expression. Okay. Now one more thing you should know, the difference between an expression and equation. Equation, as you all know, equation is nothing but a statement of equality. For example, if I write 2x plus 5 is equal to 9. 2x plus 5 is equal to 9. Where you see this equal to sign, it means it is nothing but an equation. Okay. So an expression becomes an equation if we have equal to sign in between. Okay. This is the difference between an expression and equation. Now further, algebraic expressions are divided into types. Let us see the types one by one. Types of algebraic expressions. The first type is monomial. Monomial. Mono, as the name indicates, mono means one. Mono means one term. Okay. So an algebraic expression is said to be a monomial if it contains only one term. Okay. For example, if I just write 3x, so it contains only one term, only 3x is there. Another example, if I write only 7, this is also monomial. Why? Because it contains only one term, that is 7. Now before we move to the further types of algebraic expression, you should know how to find terms. If I write an expression x plus 3, in order to find the number of terms in a given algebraic expressions, we have to keep one thing in our mind, that terms are separated using plus and minus sign. Terms are separated using plus and minus sign. So here, as you can see, this x is one term. Now plus sign is there, means now next term will come. 3 is another term. So total how many terms are there? 2. Here total number of terms are 2. One more example, x plus y minus 7. Here how many terms are there? One term is this x, then next term is this y, then next term this will be minus 7. But this is also a term. So total number of terms are 3. Okay. So this is how we identify the number of terms in a given algebraic expressions. Okay. So after monomial, the next type of algebraic expression is binomial. Binomial, as the name indicates, bi means 2. So binomial consists of 2 terms. It has 2 terms. Okay. Example, x plus 3. One term is x and other term is 3. So total how many terms? 2 terms are there. Okay. After similarly we have the third type, which is called trinomial. Name is trinomial. Tri means 3. So an expression which consists of 3 terms is called a trinomial. Okay. Example of trinomial is x plus y minus 5. How many terms are there? One is x, other is y, and next is minus 5. So total number of terms is 3 here. So it's a trinomial. Next type is quadrinomial. Quadrinomial, as the name indicates, it is made from quad, which means 4 terms. Quadrinomial contains 4 terms. Okay. So an expression which contains 4 terms is called a quadrinomial. For example, if I write x plus y plus z plus 9. How many terms are there? One is x, then y, then z, and then 9. So in total there are 4 terms. So it is called a quadrinomial. Now last type is polynomial. As the name indicates, poly means 2 or more than 2. So expressions which contains 2 or more than 2 terms are called polynomial. Okay. So you can say that binomial, trinomial and quadrinomial are nothing but polynomials. Okay. So this was the type of polynomials. Now our next topic is factors of an expression. Factors. So children, factors of a polynomial, you can say when 2 or more than 2 variables and constants are multiplied together, and then when we write them in product form, we get the factors. For example, if I have written 5x, and my question is, what are the factors of this expression 5x? So you write them in product form. 5x can be written as 5 multiplied by x. So here 5x has 2 factors. One factor is 5 and other factor is x. One more example, suppose if I have 3x square y. Okay, this can be written as 3 multiplied by x square can be written as x into x into y. So these are the factors of 3x square y. The factors are 3x, x and y. Okay. You can write the factors like this 3 comma x comma x comma y. Okay, so these are the factors. Now next topic is coefficient. Coefficient is a very important topic. Coefficient. See children, coefficient means either the numeric part or the variable part. And let's understand with an example. Suppose if I have written 5x, coefficient basically is of 2 types, 2 parts. First is numeric coefficient, which is also called NC, and other is literal coefficient. Literal is made from the word letter, means alphabets or letters. Literal coefficient, also known as LC. So every term or every expression has two types of coefficients, numeric coefficient and literal coefficient. Here if I ask you what is the numeric coefficient of 5x, so this is the numeric coefficient 5. Numeric means number, okay. And if I ask you what is the literal coefficient, so literal coefficient here will be x, means letter, okay. One more example. Now you might get questions like asking like write the coefficient of x in 5x. So whatever coefficient you want to find, just hide that and you will get your answer, that is coefficient. Suppose my question is what is the coefficient of x here, so your answer hide x, you will get your answer. Answer will be 5. Another example, suppose I have minus 3x square y. Here first you have to find numeric coefficient, then you have to find linear coefficient, literal coefficient, then you have to find coefficient of x square, and then at last you have to also find coefficient of y. So here you can see numeric coefficient will be minus 3. In algebra we cannot ignore negative sign, we will always consider the negative sign with the number. So numeric coefficient will be minus 3. Literal coefficient means all the letters, that is x square y. Coefficient of x square we have to find, so we will hide x square, and what we are left with, minus 3y. So coefficient of x square will be minus 3y. Similarly coefficient of y we have to find, so we will hide y. What we are left with, minus 3x square. So this is the way to find the coefficients, okay. Now, in the first exercise, how you will get the questions? See, questions you will get in the statement form, and you will have to write the expression for it. For example, the question is, write an expression for sum of x and 7. You have to write the expression for this statement, sum of x and 7. So expression will be x plus 7. Okay, sum means plus. Like this you will get the questions in the first part. Now suppose you have to write in exponential form. Exponential form means power form. Okay. Suppose you are given like this, x into x into x 10 times. You have to write your answer in exponential form. So how will you write? First you will write the variable, that is x, and how many times it is multiplied, that will become the power. So x multiplied by x 10 times. In exponential form it can be written as x to the power 10. Okay. Opposite to this you will get write in product form. You have to write the answer in product form. Exponential form will be given, you have to write the answer in product form. Suppose you are given write x to the power 4 y square in product form. So how will you write? X to the power 4 can be written as x into x into x into x, and y square can be written as y into y. Okay? So this is how we write in the product form. So exercise 8A you can try by yourself, it's very easy. Okay? Now we will start exercise 8B. Okay? We will start exercise 8B. Let's start exercise 8B. In exercise 8B, first we will see question number 1. Here expression will be given and value of the variable will be given. We just need to put the values of the variable and find the overall value of the expression. let's see the first question. Here, if a is equal to 2, if a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 3, value of a and b is given. We have to find the value of, let's see, first part, let us see, a plus b. So we will just put the values of a and b. 2 plus 3, 5. So value of the expression a plus b is 5. Now let us take fifth part of the same question. Fifth part is, expression is 5a square minus 2ab. This is the expression given in the question. Let us put the value of a and b. A is 2, so 2 square minus 2 into a into b means 2 into 3. 5 into 2 square is 4, 5 into 4 is 20, minus 2 to the 4, 4 to the 12. 20 minus 12 is 8, so 8 will be your answer. Okay. Similarly, let us see question number 2. In question number 2, you are given the values of x, y and z. X is 1, y is equal to 2 and z is equal to 5. First part is 3x minus 2y plus 4z. So we just need to put the values of x, y and z to find the total value of this expression. So let us put the values. X is 1, y is 2, z is 5. Okay. So 3 minus 4 plus 20. 3 minus 4 is minus 1 plus 20, which is 19. So value of this expression after putting the values is 19. Okay. Now question number 3, same thing we have to do. Let us solve some few parts of question number 3. Question number 3, here values of P, Q and R are given. Value of P is minus 2, Q is minus 1 and R is 3. Let us see the first part. In first part you have to find the value of P square plus Q square minus R square. Let us put the values of P, Q and R in this expression. P square means minus 2 plus square, Q square means minus 1 plus square and R square means 3 plus square. Okay. So minus 2 square is 4, minus 1 square is 1 only and 3 square is 9. So 5 minus 9, which is 4. Okay. Now let us take one more part of this question. Fifth part. Fifth part is, expression is 3p square q plus 5pq square minus plus 2pqr plus 2pqr. Let us put the values of p, q and r. We will get 3 into p is minus 2 plus square, q is minus 1 plus 5 into p is minus 2, q is minus 1 plus 2pqr means 2 into minus 2 into minus 1 into r, which is 3. Let us solve it. 3 into minus 2 square is 4, so 3 into 4 is 12. 12 into minus 1 will give us minus 12 plus 5 into minus 2, minus 10. Minus 10 into minus 1 square is 1, so minus 10. 2 into minus 2, minus 4. Minus 4 into minus 1, 4. 4 into 3, 12 plus 4. So 24 minus 10, you will get 14. 14 will be your answer. Okay. Now let us move to the next part. Question number 4. In question number 4, expression is given and we need to find the coefficient. Okay. We need to find the coefficient. Coefficient we have to find. Question number 4, first part. We have to find coefficient of x in 13x. Coefficient of x in 13x. So, if only coefficient is written, in that case we will find the numeric coefficient. So, coefficient of x we have to find means hide x. What is left? 13. So, coefficient will be 13. Okay. Now, same question, fifth part. We have to find coefficient of p in minus 2pqr. You have to find the coefficient of p in minus 2pqr. So hide p. What we are left with? Minus 2qr. Okay, this will be our answer. Minus 2qr. Okay. Now question number 5. We have to find the numeric coefficient. You have to find the numeric coefficient. Numeric coefficient of question number 5, first part. AB का numeric coefficient will be, there is no number, so numeric coefficient will be 1. Okay. Constant terms are numbers. Question number 6. Let us see question number 6. You have to find the constant term. Expression is 3x square plus 5x plus 8. So constant term is always the number. So here constant term will be 8. Constant term is 8. Okay. Now in question number 7 we have to identify monomial, binomial and trinomial count depending on the number of terms. This you can do. Now question number 8. We have to write all the terms. We have to write all the terms. Question number 8, we have to write all the terms. Let us see first part. 4x to the power 5 minus 6 y to the power 4 plus 7x square y minus 9. We have to write the terms. So terms are separated using plus and minus sign. So first term will be 4x to the power 5. Next term will be minus 6y square. We will take minus sign also here. 7x square y and minus 9. So it has 4 terms. Now in question number 9 you have to identify the like terms. Like terms are those terms which have the same variable. Let us see first part. A square b square minus 2a square c square and 4a. So here the like terms means which have the same variable. As you can see here the variable is a square and here also variable is a square. So like terms are a square and minus 2a square. Okay. Let us quickly see one more part. In this question, third part. Question is minus 2xy square x square y 5y square x and then x square z. This is the question. See children, we have to find the like terms. Here the coefficient variable is xy square. Here also the variable is xy square. So like terms are minus 2xy square and 5y square x. Both are same. So this concludes our exercise 8b. Now in the next part we will see exercise 8c and 8d. Okay. Till then take care. Thank you so much.